The world of Heartland has always been filled with moments that touch the soul. But what if one of the biggest surprises didn't come from the story written in the script, but from the life of the actress who has carried the show for nearly 2 decades? Amber Marshall, the face behind Amy Fleming, has just shared news that fans never saw coming, and it has left everyone asking the same question. How will this real-life twist shape the next chapter of the beloved series? From the very first season of Heartland, Amber Marshall stepped into the role of Amy Fleming and captured the hearts of millions. She wasn't just playing a character, she was bringing to life the story of a young woman who understood horses in a way no one else could. A girl whose compassion and quiet strength became the foundation of the entire series. Over time, fans grew alongside Amy, watching her face challenges, loss, and love, always with resilience that felt both inspiring and real. It wasn't long before Amy Fleming became more than just a character on television. For many, she became a symbol of hope, courage, and the quiet reminder that healing is always possible, no matter how broken life may seem. As the seasons went on, the bond between Amber Marshall and her fans only deepened. She wasn't just acting on screen, she was living a parallel life off-screen, balancing her passion for animals and her love for family in ways that made her more relatable than ever. For viewers, it became clear that Heartland's authenticity was rooted in the sincerity of Amber herself. She wasn't someone who simply read lines. She carried the weight of the role with genuine emotion, and that connection is what made Amy's journey unforgettable. By the time Heartland reached its later seasons, the show had transformed into more than a drama. It had become a tradition, a comfort, and in many homes, almost like family. And at the center of this long journey was Amber Marshall, carrying Amy through heartbreak and triumph, always with the same grace that had first drawn fans in. The series survived cast changes, emotional exits, and unpredictable storylines, yet Amber remained the steady presence that tied everything together. When news of a 19th season broke, fans celebrated not just because Heartland was continuing, but because it meant more of Amber's Amy. They knew that as long as she was there, the story would stay true to its heart. That's why her recent announcement feels so powerful. It isn't just another headline in the entertainment world. It's a real-life moment that ties directly into everything the fans already love about her. Amber's personal milestone doesn't stand apart from the series. It blends with it, reminding everyone that behind every character is a real person whose journey matters just as much. Her story and Amy's story have always run alongside each other, sometimes mirroring, sometimes diverging, but always connected by Amber's ability to give herself fully to the role. Now, as she shares her pregnancy news, fans are not only celebrating with her as a woman, but also holding their breath as they imagine how this chapter in her real life may shape the next chapter of Heartland. When Amber Marshall's announcement reached fans, it was more than just another celebrity headline. It felt like a personal message to a family that has grown with her for nearly 20 years. Heartland has always been about life's turning points: birth, love, loss, healing, and now Amber herself is living one of those moments. She revealed that she is expecting her first child, and the news instantly sent ripples of excitement across the Heartland community. Social media pages lit up, fan forums overflowed with joy, and people from all corners of the world came together to celebrate this milestone in her life. For many, the timing of this news felt almost poetic. Amy Fleming, the character Amber has carried so gracefully, has already walked through so many milestones on screen. From finding love with Ty, to becoming a mother, to raising a family while holding on to the land and the horses she loves. Now Amber's real life is stepping into that same space. She is not just portraying a mother on screen anymore, she is preparing to become one in reality. That bridge between the role and the actress makes this announcement feel almost like destiny, as if life and fiction have finally aligned. But what truly makes this news so powerful is the way Amber shared it. She did not stage a glossy photo shoot or make it into a flashy media event. Instead, she revealed her pregnancy in a way that reflected her own values: warm, down-to-earth, and deeply personal. She spoke with sincerity, focusing not on glamour but on gratitude. That choice reminded everyone why she is so beloved. She has always been real with her fans, never hiding behind fame, never trying to be someone she isn't. Her pregnancy announcement continued that tradition of honesty. It felt less like a press release and more like a letter from a friend. A simple but heartfelt moment that touched people everywhere. Fans responded with overwhelming love. Many said it felt like a family member had shared joyful news. Others reflected on how much they had grown up watching Amber, and how inspiring it was to now see her take on this new role in her personal life. Messages poured in, congratulating her and sending blessings for the journey ahead. What stood out most was the shared emotion. It wasn't just excitement. It was pride, respect, and a genuine sense of happiness for someone who has given so much of herself to her audience over the years. This news also sparked a wave of curiosity. People began to wonder about the balance between her pregnancy and her work on Heartland. Could this change the direction of season 19? Would Amy's storyline reflect Amber's new chapter, or would the show find a way to keep it separate? These questions spread quickly, but rather than worry, most fans embraced the mystery with hope. They knew that whatever direction things took, Amber's presence would remain the heart of the story. In the end, the announcement was not just about Amber becoming a mother. It was about how life has a way of giving us chapters that feel perfectly timed. Just as Heartland continues to explore growth, resilience, and family, Amber herself is stepping into a moment that mirrors everything the show stands for. Her pregnancy is not just personal news. It's a reminder that the story of Heartland isn't only written in scripts. Sometimes, it's written in real life too. As soon as Amber Marshall's pregnancy news became public, one question echoed across every corner of the Heartland fandom. How will this real-life change affect the upcoming season? For a show that has always balanced its storytelling between the unpredictability of life and the grounded beauty of family, this moment feels almost too perfectly timed. But with timing comes uncertainty, and uncertainty always brings curiosity. There are a few different paths the writers of Heartland could take. The most natural option would be to weave Amber's pregnancy into Amy Fleming's storyline. It would not be the first time a series chose to mirror the real life of its leading star. Imagine Amy not just as a mother to Lindy, but now expanding her family once more. Such a storyline could feel authentic and heartfelt, aligning with the themes of growth, love, and resilience that the show has always championed. Fans who have followed Amy from her teenage years to motherhood would find themselves part of another intimate chapter in her life. On the other hand, the production might choose a different approach. They could film around Amber's pregnancy, using clever camera angles, wardrobe choices, and scheduling adjustments to keep the focus on the broader family and ranch storylines. This has been done countless times in television. For example, actors in other long-running shows have had pregnancies hidden through coats, props, and carefully staged shots. If Heartland takes this route, it would allow Amy's role to continue uninterrupted while saving the pregnancy reveal for later seasons, or even leaving it completely separate from Amy's journey. Another possibility lies somewhere in the middle. Writers may subtly adjust Amy's workload within the story, giving her more moments of reflection, teaching, or guiding others rather than constantly being in the center of the action. This softer approach could be a respectful nod to Amber's real-life transition without directly rewriting Amy's storyline. After all, Heartland has always been about family as a whole, not just one person. Giving more space to supporting characters, while Amber takes a slightly gentler role, could keep the story balanced and fresh. What makes this situation so fascinating is that Amber's pregnancy is not a challenge to the show. It's an opportunity. Heartland thrives on authenticity, and there is nothing more authentic than life itself shaping the way a story unfolds. Whether the pregnancy is written into Amy's journey or quietly worked around, it will add a layer of depth to season 19. Fans will watch not just with excitement for what's next in the script, but with awareness that behind the character's smile is an actress experiencing her own milestone. That knowledge changes how every scene feels. It creates intimacy, a sense that the boundary between fiction and reality is softer than ever before. For some, the thought of changes to the show's rhythm brings a little worry. Will season 19 look and feel different? Possibly. But that difference doesn't have to be a weakness. It can be the very thing that makes this season unforgettable. By embracing Amber's reality, the show could find itself stronger, richer, and more human than ever before. Because in the end, Heartland is not just about horses or ranch life. It's about growth, family, and the way love shapes us through every chapter. Amber's pregnancy, whether visible or hidden, is simply another chapter that fans will feel deeply connected to. Behind every successful show is a family that exists off-screen, and Heartland is no different. Over 19 seasons, the cast and crew have grown into a circle that feels less like co-workers and more like lifelong friends. When Amber Marshall shared her pregnancy news, the reactions from those around her were not just polite congratulations. They were emotional, heartfelt, and filled with genuine excitement. Think about it. These people have spent years watching Amber pour herself into Amy Fleming. They have shared early mornings in freezing barns, long nights on set, and countless hours shaping scenes that would later touch millions of viewers. To them, Amber is not only the leading star, she is a sister, a friend, and often the steady anchor who brings calm and confidence to the chaos of filming. So when she revealed that she was stepping into this new chapter of her life, it wasn't just big news. It was a celebration within their own family. Co-stars who have played alongside her for years likely see this as a natural extension of the person she has always been. They know her love for animals, her dedication to her farm, and her nurturing spirit on and off set. Now that same warmth is expanding into motherhood. It isn't hard to imagine the smiles, the hugs, and the emotional messages that must have followed her announcement behind the scenes. For those who have worked closest with her, the joy is doubled. They are happy for Amber as a person, and they are also inspired to see how life has a way of giving back to someone who has given so much of herself. From a production standpoint, the crew's response is just as important. Directors, writers, and producers have long understood that Heartland is built on trust, not just with the audience, but with each other. Amber's pregnancy may mean adjustments in filming schedules, rewriting certain scenes, or rethinking production timelines. Yet instead of viewing this as a hurdle, the crew is likely embracing it with the same adaptability that has carried the show through 18 successful seasons. After all, this is a team that has weathered cast exits, dramatic story shifts, and real-life challenges before. They know that what matters most is protecting the heart of the story, and Amber is a vital part of that heart. Fans often imagine sets as strict and rigid, but Heartland has always carried a reputation for being warm and supportive. The people behind the show understand that real life cannot be separated from the work they create. So rather than seeing Amber's news as a disruption, they likely see it as an opportunity to create even more authentic storytelling. With her pregnancy in mind, they may find ways to highlight themes of family, love, and growth with even more sincerity than before. The ripple effect of her announcement doesn't stop with the people directly on set either. Many in the broader entertainment world have taken notice. Long-running shows rarely make it to a 19th season, and when they do, the lead actor is usually seen as untouchable, locked into a role that demands every part of them. Amber's pregnancy breaks that expectation. It reminds everyone that behind the face of a beloved series is a human being whose life keeps moving forward. The entertainment world admires that balance, the courage to embrace personal milestones without letting go of professional commitments. For fans, imagining the cast and crew rallying around Amber creates a comforting image. It reassures them that she isn't walking through this moment alone. She has her Heartland family by her side, just as much as she has her fans cheering from afar. And perhaps that is the most beautiful part of this chapter. The reminder that whether on screen or off, family is what makes the journey worthwhile. For the fans who have been with Heartland from the very beginning, Amber Marshall's pregnancy feels like more than personal news. It feels like a shared moment in a journey they've walked together. Watching Amy Fleming grow from a teenager into a strong woman, a wife, and a mother has always mirrored parts of their own lives. And now, as Amber steps into motherhood off-screen, fans feel as though they too are stepping into this new chapter alongside her. What makes this connection so powerful is how deeply invested people have become in both the story and the actress. For years, viewers have welcomed Heartland into their homes as a kind of tradition. Episodes weren't just entertainment, they were comfort. They were moments where families sat together, where individuals found hope during hard times, and where people felt less alone. Amy Fleming's story has been at the center of all of that, and Amber Marshall has been the beating heart behind it. Her pregnancy, then, isn't just news about an actress. It's an extension of a bond that has been building for nearly 2 decades. Fans across the world are already imagining how this real-life event could shape their viewing experience of Season 19. For some, it sparks curiosity. They wonder whether Amy will also face motherhood again on screen, or whether the series will choose to keep that line between fiction and reality more defined. For others, it sparks joy, because it deepens the sense of authenticity that has always made Heartland so special. Knowing that Amber herself is living through the beauty and challenges of pregnancy may make Amy's journey on screen feel even more meaningful. But beyond curiosity, there is pride. Fans have watched Amber carry the weight of this show for years, always giving her best, always staying true to herself. Seeing her step into motherhood is a reminder that she is more than the character she plays. She is a woman carving out her own story, and that story is just as inspiring as Amy's. Many fans have even expressed that this news makes them feel hopeful in their own lives, a reminder that joy and growth are always possible. Even in unexpected seasons, there is also a sense of reassurance. Some viewers worried that after 18 seasons, the magic of Heartland might fade. But Amber's pregnancy seems to have given the series new life, both literally and symbolically. It has reignited excitement, sparked discussions, and made Season 19 feel like it carries more weight than ever before. Instead of being just another season, it now feels like a milestone, one that connects the show's fictional themes with the real experiences of its star. The most touching part of the fan response, however, is the way it reflects family. Just as the show has always emphasized the importance of family, the audience itself has become a kind of extended family for Amber. They celebrate with her, support her, and cheer her on, not only as Amy Fleming but as Amber Marshall, the woman behind the role. Her pregnancy is a reminder that the bond between artist and audience can go beyond the screen. It can feel personal, real, and lasting. In many ways, fans now feel more connected to Season 19 than ever before. They aren't just waiting for new episodes, they are waiting to see how Amber's journey, both real and fictional, will unfold, knowing that whatever happens, they are part of the story. And perhaps that is the magic of Heartland. It has never just been about horses or ranch life. It has always been about family, growth, and the shared journey of life. Amber's pregnancy is a continuation of that story, one that fans are proud to witness. Season 19 of Heartland was already shaping up to be a milestone. Few shows in television history have managed to last this long, and fewer still have managed to hold on to their authenticity the way Heartland has. But with Amber Marshall's pregnancy now part of the conversation, anticipation for the new season has reached an entirely new level. It feels as though the line between the series and real life has blurred, and that blur has made the upcoming season one of the most anticipated in the show's history. Fans are not simply asking, what will happen in the story? They are asking, how will Amber's real-life journey influence the story we see on screen? That kind of curiosity is rare. It creates a deeper level of investment, one where viewers aren't just watching for drama or entertainment, but for the human connection that makes every scene feel alive. Season 19 now carries a sense of suspense, not only because of the narrative arcs the writers have planned, but because every episode could hold echoes of Amber's personal life. This anticipation is fueled by more than speculation. It comes from trust. Over nearly 2 decades, Heartland has earned the trust of its audience by handling delicate moments with honesty and care. Whether it was the loss of beloved characters, the struggles of family life, or the simple quietness of healing, the show never treated these themes lightly. Fans know that if Amber's pregnancy becomes part of Amy's story, it will be told with the same respect and sincerity that has defined the series from the start. And if it remains a separate chapter, Fans trust that the writers will still find a way to make Season 19 meaningful and full of heart. There is also a sense of renewal in the air. After 18 seasons, even the most loyal viewers wondered how much further the story could go. Now Amber's news has breathed fresh energy into the series. It's as if life itself has stepped in to say, "This journey isn't over yet." Instead of winding down, Season 19 feels like the beginning of something new, both on and off screen. That sense of renewal has sparked conversations everywhere, from online fan forums to living room couches where families gather to watch the show. For some fans, the anticipation is personal. They see Amber stepping into motherhood and reflect on their own journeys, whether they are parents already, hoping to be one day, or simply navigating their own milestones. Season 19 becomes more than just television. It becomes a shared emotional experience where fiction and reality walk hand in hand. For others, the excitement comes from imagining how the show might surprise them. Could Amy's character mirror Amber's life? Could the writers craft a storyline that honors both the actress and the role she has carried so gracefully? These questions create an eagerness that no trailer or teaser could ever fully satisfy. What makes this anticipation unique is that it doesn't come from shock twists or cliffhangers. It comes from love. Fans care about Amber Marshall, they care about Amy Fleming, and they care about the family that Heartland represents. The knowledge that Season 19 will arrive during such a transformative moment in Amber's life makes every upcoming episode feel sacred, almost like a gift. It is a chance to witness not only the continuation of a beloved story, but also the celebration of the woman who has given so much to it. As the premiere of Season 19 draws closer, one thing has become clear. This will not just be another season. It will be a season watched with hearts wide open, with eyes searching for subtle connections, and with a deeper appreciation for the bond between reality and fiction. The anticipation isn't just about what will happen, it's about what it will mean. And that, more than anything else, is what makes Season 19 feel truly special. Amber Marshall's pregnancy has become more than just an announcement. It has become a moment that unites her personal journey with the story that millions have followed for nearly 2 decades. For fans of Heartland, it is a reminder that the magic of this series has always been its ability to mirror life itself. Through every season, the show has given us stories of love, family, resilience, and growth. And now, through Amber's own chapter, those themes feel more real than ever. Season 19 will not just be another continuation of a long-running show. It will carry the weight of this shared milestone. Every scene with Amy Fleming will feel layered, every smile more meaningful, every quiet moment more powerful, because audiences know that behind the character is a woman stepping into one of the most transformative experiences of her life. That awareness will make this season stand apart, not only for its storytelling but for the intimacy it carries. It is rare for fiction and reality to intertwine so seamlessly, but that is what makes Heartland so enduring. It does not simply tell stories, it lives them. For the fans, Amber's pregnancy is a reminder of why they love this series. It is not just about horses, ranch life, or small-town struggles. It is about people. It is about family. And it is about the way life continues to surprise us with new beginnings, even when we least expect them. Whether or not her pregnancy becomes part of Amy's storyline, it has already become part of Heartland's legacy, because the fans themselves have chosen to embrace it as part of their own journey with the show. As the anticipation for Season 19 grows, one thing is clear: this will be a season like no other. It will be watched with more love, more connection, and more meaning than ever before. Because behind the script, behind the lights, and behind the camera is Amber Marshall, a woman whose real life now carries the same themes of hope, resilience, and family that have always been at the core of Heartland. So as we prepare for the next chapter, let's take a moment to celebrate not only the show we love, but the actress who has given so much of herself to it. Amber Marshall's big news is not just hers alone. It belongs to all of us who have walked this journey with her. And now, I'll leave it with you. How do you think Season 19 will reflect this new chapter in Amber's life? Will Amy's story grow alongside her? Or will her personal milestone remain behind the scenes? Share your thoughts in the comments, because your voice is part of this family too. And if you want to stay close to every update, every reveal, and every surprise on the road to Season 19, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and join us for more stories that celebrate the heart of Heartland. Because in the end, Heartland has always been about one thing: family. And now, that family is growing in more ways than one.